Going on, dudes and dudettes? So the last week, the NC State game for Duke football. They did have a couple guys on the PFF ACC team of the week, and Brian Parker, the second offensive lineman, and Darian Mensah, their quarterback. And speaking of Mensah, yeah, before this game this last weekend, he was the highest graded ACC quarterback this season so far. He's third in the nation in passing yards and is leading the ACC in passing touchdowns. And speaking of that game against Syracuse on the road, a big time matchup, yes, they were able to get that victory, 38-3, dominating on defense, but also their freshman running back, Nate Sheppard, went out too. He had 19 touches, 201 total yards, and 2 touchdowns in that game. And now they had a couple guys on the ACC players of the week. Nate Sheppard was there as a running back, and offensive lineman once again was Brian Parker the second, and even a couple of the freshman standouts according to On3. Nate Sheppard made that list also, and then PFF team of the week, Brian Parker the second, made it on there too. According to Fox, this is last week after week 3. Daniel Jones was third on that list at 816 passing yards, leading the league. And then also his stats, even through the first 3 games, he's already had more passing yards, just 1 less touchdown, but 3 rushing touchdowns more than last year. No interceptions in his 3-0 record. I believe they did lose this last weekend in LA to the Rams, but he still did okay. But the Rams is a tough team. They're one of the best right now in the NFC, so I don't fault him for that, but hopefully he can still continue this magic season that he is having with the Colts so far. And yeah, sadly, Jared McCain reportedly was going to have thumb surgery, and he's out 4 to 6 weeks, so that guy just can't stay healthy in the NBA right now. And it looks like the ACC SEC Men's Challenge, Duke is playing against Florida officially. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet, but it's going to happen on ESPN on December 2nd. And then Carl Lawson was officially named to the USA Women's National head coach. I didn't know exactly if she was. Yeah, I think I realized afterwards that she was only an assistant, and then I think this last off year she was like the under 18 or under 19, whichever coach of that team, not the main Team USA coach, but they upgraded her, and now she will be, at least for the next one, going into LA in a couple years. That's going to be pretty awesome and cool for her. So yeah, big congrats to the Duke women's basketball coach. And then yeah, the class of 2025 inductee in the Basketball Hall of Fame, the 2008 Redeem team, which included Coach K and Carlos Boozer of Duke, which was great. And then 5-star Darren Rippey Jr. was no longer taking his official visit to Alabama after he was on an official visit to Duke. I don't know if that officially happened or not, where he's still ended up going, because this was probably a couple of weeks ago, but I'm finally talking about it because there's more basketball stuff to talk about. But either way, it looks like Duke is still in the running for that 5-star player.